All right, guys, before we get started with today's rant, I just wanted to give you guys a state of the rant series. It's not going to get canceled, it's not going anywhere, but it will be going back on hiatus. I know, for the past few weeks, there's been a lack of rant videos, as you're expecting on Sundays, because I was Let's Playing Mafia 2. All 15 chapters are up for your viewing pleasure, so feel free and check out the Let's Play series I did on Mafia 2. The issue is, coming up on October 7th, it's Mafia 3. So obviously I'm going to be Let's Playing Mafia 3 from start to finish starting this coming Friday, which means that my usual weekend shows like Racing Badly and yes, even the Rant series are going to be put on hiatus until I'm done Let's Playing Mafia 3 from start to finish. So for a week or so, there won't be another Rant video for quite a few Sundays, maybe one, two. Hopefully that'll be it. Then in about 2 or 3 weeks from now, we'll be back doing more rant videos because I know you guys love my rant series, and I do apologize for that in advance. And I actually had a different rant video planned for today regarding Mafia 3, but I decided to put that on hold and wait until after I'm done playing Mafia 3 before I decide whether or not to do that rant video. So anyways, I hope you all enjoy today's rant video. It's kind of retro. We're going back to the 80s. What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns climbing back upon Mount Soapbox for another rant, but today we're jumping in the DeLorean. We're going to push it off the mountain, and hopefully we'll get up to 88 miles an hour in order to go back through time to the 80s so that I can be a kid again. Because we're ranting about the NES Classic Edition coming November 11th for $60 US. I'm really excited about this, but at the same time, obviously this is a rant video, so there's a few issues I have with the NES Classic Edition or NES Mini or whatever they're calling it. But anyways, I'm an 80s kid, and I loved playing the original NES when it came out in the early 80s. Along with my stepsister, we used to fight over it, and maybe once or twice we nearly killed each other. And just so we could play a game like Mario or Zelda in front of our little black and white TV. And of course, 30 minutes later, it would overheat. We'd have to pull out the cartridge, blow into it, or maybe just let the NES sit there for a few minutes in order for it to cool back down. But anyways, good times were had with the original NES console. And I'm a big Nintendo fan, but unfortunately, there's a reason why there's no Nintendo gameplay. A, I currently don't have a Nintendo console, and B, Nintendo are kind of pricks when it comes to YouTubers and Let's Playing their games. I hope eventually they will reverse that because I absolutely love Nintendo. I'm old school Nintendo, and I'm also looking forward to the new NX system and definitely the new Zelda game. That looks very, very promising. But anyways, let's get back to this issue. So what do I like about the NES Classic Edition? Well, it's a good price tag for 60 bucks. It comes with 30 classic NES games, but at the same time, that's where my issue is. I don't have a problem with it coming, at the beginning with 30 games, but I really wish that this console had the ability for you to go online to, say, the Nintendo store and download additional games, because there were more games for the original NES than just the 30 that are coming with it. Now, there are some really good games like Metroid, and I like Super Mario too. I'm one of the few that actually did. But there's a lot of these really good games. Well, not Zelda 2. The original Zelda was badass. I love the original Zelda, and I love Ocarina of Time, and even has the original Mario Brothers game before Super Mario Brothers. And so, yeah, the Super Mario Brothers, I'm looking forward to playing that again, especially Super Mario Brothers 3. So, obviously, some great games coming with this console, 30. But there's more out there that won't be part of this, collection, this Nintendo Classic. And I wish we had the ability to, go on a Nintendo store and download those additional games. Maybe like $1 or $2 a piece. I wouldn't have a problem with that. It's just an issue that I have, along with the controller. Now, the controller's a good deal too. $10 for an additional controller. I believe a controller does come with the game itself, so it already is going to have a controller for the $60 price tag. So if you want an additional controller for a friend, all you got to do is drop an additional 10 bucks. Now, my problem here is the length of the cord. Now, it's not as short as it is here, but it is, according to IGN, pretty fucking short. By the way, this article linked below in the description section. So back in the day, before we had wireless controllers like we do now on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and even previous consoles, our controllers were wired. It wasn't a big deal back then. But at the same time, a lot of us aren't exactly going to sit up to our 50-inch, flat screen TVs in our entertainment room and look up at the screen, breaking our neck just to play Super Mario Brothers or Zelda. I really wish that either A, this cord was longer, B, we had an extender we could plug into it so that we could actually sit back on our couch, a few feet away from the TV and, play on the classic NES just like we do with our current systems, like with my Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Or B, I know this may go against the whole nostalgia thing, but if this was the only other option, I would much prefer a Wi-Fi version of the Nintendo NES controller, because honestly, Nintendo, this is too damn short. I'm just saying. And furthermore, I really wish that we could get the Zapper as well, because obviously Duck Hunt isn't coming with the NES Classic Edition, but that could be one of the games that we could purchase for $1 or $2. And while you're at it, I'm sure there's a few other games that you could have used the Zapper on. Not many, but the most popular obviously was Duck Hunt. Now maybe that's a PC thing now, why we can't have a Duck Hunt and a Zapper. But I really love playing the Duck Hunt with the Zapper back in the day. And I do have Duck Hunt on my iPhone. It's an emulated game. And it's one of the reasons why I've yet to update my iPhone iOS. But it's not the same, though. It's not the same playing Duck Hunt on my iPhone as it was with the Zapper on the old school NES. But anyways, those are the two issues that I really have with the NES that's coming out, the Classic Edition. I do like the fact that it has the option for an HDMI output along with either that or AC. That's pretty cool. A lot different than the way it was back in the day on the old black and white TV, I'll tell you that much. But I just wish that we had the ability to have more than just 30 games. I mean, I like the fact that it does come with 30 pre-installed games. I just wish we also at the same time had the ability to download and purchase more games from the Nintendo store. That would have been a definite cash cow on Nintendo's part, and I think they're missing out on that opportunity right there. And my other issue was obviously with the controller's length or lack thereof. Anyways, let me know below in the comment section. Are you planning on purchasing the Nintendo Classic Edition? I definitely am. I really wish I had the ability to Let's Play it on YouTube. But as I mentioned a moment ago, at the moment, Nintendo's kind of pricks when it comes to YouTubers Let's Playing their games for whatever rhyme or reason. Hopefully, eventually, they will reverse course on that issue, because it really does suck. Because I'm an old school Nintendo fan. I played the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, Game Boy Advance. My friend had the Virtual Boy, which was very short-lived. Fortunately, I didn't buy that damn thing, but I still played it. It was kind of fun, even though you were seeing red after you were done playing it. I even had a Nintendo GameCube. I even had the Wii for a very short time, even though I ended up giving that to a friend so that his daughters could have it and play on it, because it just really wasn't me after a while. Anyways, that's my rant when it comes to the NES Classic Edition. I'm still looking forward to it. I'm still probably going to get it. $60 is a pretty good deal, November 11th. I just wish there were some things that Nintendo would have rethought when it came to the NES Classic Edition, like the length of the controller, as well as our ability to have more than 30 games for the NES Mini or NES Classic Edition when it comes out in November.